AI music is getting crazier and I might even say scarier by the day. I just was informed that Suno, which is a phenomenal platform to create and make AI music in seconds, just updated their software and their algorithms, and now there's Suno version 3.5, which apparently is supposed to be insane. So I'm on Suno right now, as you can see. I made a bunch of songs already, but now with version 3.5. Because if I click here, you can see in the beginning, version 2, vintage Suno model, max 1.3 minutes. Then version 3, broad, versatile, max 2 minutes. Now version 3.5, newest model, better song structure, and max 4 minutes. The average song is about like 3 minutes and 15 seconds to 3.5 minutes. That's the average song length. So now you can legit make legit full songs, not just like a 1 minute, almost like demo, it seems like. So let's type in, I feel like I do this every time, but make a song about Zig Zag Production Studio. I'm trying to think of like a funny, with an Irish rock feel. See how this goes. And this is what's crazy about this, right? Like I've talked before, I'm just going to let this kind of load. I've talked before, though, that AI music and AI in general has gotten exponentially crazier and crazier. Like, if you look back, I have a playlist listed below in the description with AI music and all my videos I've done about AI music. I mean, the first thing I ever heard ever, which is kind of funny, related to anything AI in general, was the Cartman, like, AI voice covers of Evanescence, Bring Me Back to Life, and everything. Like, that was the first time I ever heard it. And then it was kind of like funny AI music covers of like Cartman or SpongeBob singing songs or whatever. And now it's getting to the point from Cartman AI vocal covers, which again was the first time I feel like I ever heard some like AI style stuff related to music. Now we're coming all the way to this. So we got Zigzag Storm, Irish Rock, Rebellious Rowdy. Let's see.
Cobblestone rough road trip, see echo. Zigzag production, lads a mighty strong bro. Crank the dials, let the
sounds a bit muffled, I'm not gonna lie.
Shattered dreams collide, sparks beneath the yellow window glow.
Let's skip to the
Whiskey soaked vision seeping from the walls. Worn out souls bang up the tunes loud and tall. Misfits creators.
So now this is kind of okay. Pretty catchy, I'm not gonna lie. So what's interesting is I feel like with version 3.5, at least so far, we've only had one example. I feel like it sounded a bit muffled. Like I almost feel like that the quality, the version, the higher the version in Suno, I feel like the quality sounds a bit more muffled. Yet I think the structure like seems more complex, like more random fills here and stuff like that I've noticed. Because if I go up here, I've used this example before. This one. Like, this is version 2. And what's interesting is I feel like it sounds a bit more synthetic compared to version 3.5. But 3.5, something about it sounds more muffled. This is also pretty straightforward. But this one, like, I've played this one in a couple other videos. Like, but if I go here, like... It does sound more square. But I mean, even so, I showed you, where was it? It was up here. I think it was this one.
Yo, step into the 99.
Or was it this one?
Step into the 99-cent store where you can find anything you need and more. From the snacks to the toys to the household goods. You never know what treasures you could find in these hoods.
Right, so this is version 3. So this is version 3.5 now. Let's go to the other one. Alright, so now we have some unique panning. Okay.
Down the cobblestone rough road trips the echo. Zigzag production lads a mighty strong brew. Cranks the dials.
I like this a lot. Okay, wow.
Shattered dreams collide, sparks beneath the yellow window glow.
You know what this reminds me of? It's like a WWE anthem, like of like a wrestler coming down the aisle. Like it reminds me of like a 2000s like theme song for like a wrestling video game. Really not bad. Yeah, it has to actually, like, the weird thing is, I'm not getting an Irish rock feel at all when it comes to these, so let's try another one. I'm trying to think of, like, a random thing. You know what, I was just messing around with this. So let's make a song about the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It's funny, I film all my videos, in case you're curious, when it comes to YouTube with my iPhone, but I just got, it's like over here, let me snag it. In case you're curious, the first time I've ever bought a camera, that's not an iPhone, actually. DJI Osmo Pocket 3. This is not sponsored, by the way, or anything. But I literally just bought it, so I've been, like, messing around with it. I still feel like I like my iPhone better, which is kind of ironic. I spent, like, $800 on this kit. That's in the... of a 90s hip-hop song. I'll just do that. I think that'd be kind of like a fun one. Because I feel like the 90s hip-hop one that I did earlier on version 3 about the 99-cent store, rest in peace, by the way, in case you don't know, the 99-cent only store here in California was like a chain. It's almost like the In-N-Out of dollar stores. And you could buy like produce there, like actual like mainstream brand name products. And unfortunately, they just went out of business like, I think it was like a month ago. At least see the exact time of this video. Hip-hop funky guys. See how it goes. See, and I want to say this before we get into the vocals. You can see them right here, obviously. It's kind of interesting as well, not just hearing and making a song like 90s hip-hop that comes out good, but also picking something. Like, this is a very specific search term, right? DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and you can see right here, like, it's a small camera, and I'm saying that because I see Pocket Vibes, DJI Osmo set me free, filming life like it's a spree. Like, it's kind of interesting that I feel like some part of the algorithm probably had to Google and do, like, keyword searches for, like, okay, what is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3? Like, is DJI a person? Is it, like, an artist? Is it an abbreviation for a country? You know, like, what, you know? Alright.
Got a gadget in my hand, slipping sharp is my right hand man. DJI Osmo Pocket 3.
See, something about it is still muffled to me. I feel like it's interesting. I feel like it's more complex, but
stabilize my shot so clean. Every moment like a scene.
Yeah.
Pocket vibes, so can't you see? DJI Osmo set me free.
It's interesting that the more complex the songs get, sometimes they sound more like I said, it's not as clear. Like, I don't know. I don't know if distort is the right word. 'Cause it's not distorted. It just sounds really muffled.
Slick and sharp is my right hand man. DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Capture real life wild and free. Point and shoot is so light. Fits right in my pocket tight. Stabilize my shot so clean. Every moment like a scene. Pocket vibes, oh, can't you see? DJI Osmo set me free. Filming life like it's a spree. Pocket 3, my destiny.
Alright. I mean, that one I feel like was kind of alright. I'd say it was a bit mid, but it's interesting though, like I said, that like compared to the other ones, like V2, like this one.
In the depths of the city where the rhythm flows, there's a studio where the magic grows. Zigzag productions where dreams come.
Like, that actually sounds to me better, depending on the circumstance. I think it's almost like, it's probably this ebb and flow, I feel like, maybe with AI music, that the more complex it gets, like where it tries to make the vocal sound way more human, way more real, it almost feels like it's gonna maybe not get worse, but a little bit. Like, it's almost like it's gonna get a little worse before it gets even better, right? So I feel like it's probably almost like, as opposed to just an up kind of swing, or just like an upwards graph, of getting better. I think it's more of like a sine wave slowly getting higher and higher because like this one, you know, like I feel like I like that production better and it's cleaner. It sounds way cleaner than 3.5, but you can clearly tell the vocals are synthetic, right? I feel like with version 3.5, it's almost like I feel like it'd almost be tough. It almost sounds like someone gave me like a super compressed like MP3, like a, I don't even know, like a 48 MP3 or whatever, if that even exists. I think it does. You know, so let's make an electronic one. Make me a dubstep record. Let's try that. But here's what's kind of crazy to me though that I'm thinking about is like now that they're making 4-minute songs, that's like I said, an average song length. It's not just a demo, whatever. I mean, and it makes 2 different versions, right? I mean, what would stop somebody from... I mean, there is nothing that can stop somebody, right? I've done videos about this when it comes to releasing AI music. Every kind of platform doesn't have an answer yet, right? I mean, with DistroKid, they said, hey, you know, we kind of do what the other streaming services say. And then Spotify didn't really have an exact clear-cut thing. It's super interesting, right? Because, I mean, if you think about it, you know, you could be an artist who spends hours, days, weeks, months, years on like a 10-track album, or I could probably do this, and literally, how long did that take when I was talking? 30 seconds, maybe? So you could make an entire, let's say, 10-track album in 5, maybe 10 minutes. I mean, I could probably make an entire 10-track album and release it on DistroKid with artwork that, let's say, is also made by AI in 10, 20 minutes. You know, so let's hear this one. This is kind of a vague one, like Dubstep records, so I'm kind of curious. A little bit like a Martin Garrix vibes. A little Corella now. This is not bad production. See, now this is what's interesting to me is I feel like, obviously, there's a difference between having a good arrangement, melodies, vocals, and also production, like the engineering of production, sound design, mixing, that kind of stuff. This is actually not bad. It's still very muffled, like I said, in terms of like just like the quality. Like it still feels muffled, but I mean, this is not a bad production. Like I feel like being honest, if I was spinning and it fit the right vibe in the room and all that kind of stuff, like I would probably drop this already. Like hearing the way it's produced. Ooh, little drum and bass vibes. Yeah. This isn't bad. I'd be curious though, like, okay, let's hear this other one. So a little more creativity, it seems like, with that stuttering. In the zone, let's go. Lose yourself in what's ahead. Okay, a little ambient south feel. Electric waves in the air. Heartbeat once more. I want to kind of skip ahead. Oh no, I don't think I can yet. Electric heartbeat pumping fast. Let the music. See, one thing I've not heard yet is like what I consider like a drop. Like I'm curious if this has one. Dancing with that electric beat. See, like the song structure on this one, so it seems like it's building up to something. And okay, so I want to make one. I want to see if I can make like a drop. Create a heavy dubstep drop. Like I want to see if there's like a way. Granted, I don't have this on instrumental, but I do want to see if it's like smart enough now to make me like a song that like builds, right, up at something, and then drops. Like, this would be very interesting to see. I gotta say, though, I mean, like, I feel like, let's say version 4, I could see kind of combining the cleanliness, that's the word, version 2.0 with the more complex song structure and everything of version 3.5, you know? All right, so let's see how this sounds.
Lights are flashing in the dark. Feel the rhythm in the park. Beats are pounding through my chest. This electric heart won't rest. Bassline shake the crowded floor. Heavy beats, they want some more. DJ spinning like a storm. In this rave, our hearts reborn. Electric heartbeat, feel the drop. We can stop.
See, I think it made the lyrics related to a dubstep drop, you know? Okay.
Electric heartbeat round the clock. Neon signs, they light our way. In the
See, now it seems like the build happens on verse 3 for the past couple.
screaming loud and wild. Feel the
Or is it not building up?
energy go wild. Feel the surge taking hold. In this beat, we break the mold. Drop
And see, some of these... All right, there we go, okay.
flashing in
Has almost like a tear-out feel, at least right away.
rhythm in the park. Beats are pounding through my chest. This electric heart won't rest. Bassline shake the crowded floor. Heavy beats, they want some more. DJ spinning like a storm. In this wave, our hearts reborn. Electric heartbeat, feel the drum. We can't stop this dubstep.
All right, this isn't bad, but like the vocals are still kind of... See, like, okay, this actually... Like, the way they did the kick and snare, and like, not initially, but then added in, like... Like, that actually had that kind of, like... Almost reminding a little bit of Phase 1 sound design, a little bit. Now I want to do one last one, because also we can mess around with this all day. And this is one I've done before, which came out kind of creepy, and that is experimental. I always, like, make me a weird experimental song. See how this comes out. There was one I did before that was almost like this eerie. I think, was it this one?
In a world
No.
that's spinning round and round us in the noise, can't find solid.
No, maybe it wasn't on...
When the beat drops every back.
No. Yeah. I don't think it was this one, maybe. No, maybe it wasn't on... Oh. I think maybe it was on a different platform, now that I think about it. Because I did one time on some video that was... I asked, like, the AI to make me, like, the weirdest experimental song, and it was, like, creepy. I can't remember... Maybe it wasn't Suno. Maybe in a different one, honestly. But, let's see.
Pixelated heartbeats, neon lights in the street, electric whispers in the air. Cyber voices in my mind, glitchy
This actually isn't bad.
shadows all confined, machines dance and twist around. Electric dreams, haunted screams, echoes of a world unseen. Binary stars above us, circuits hum with quiet fuss, algorithmic lullabies. Fragmented thoughts collide, data streams
And this was kind of losing on me. Alright, you know. So, you get the idea, but... I mean, this is what's crazy about AI music is it's been so interesting making all these videos about it and just kind of seeing the progression of it. So it's kind of cool also as well, I guess, having like a unique almost video catalog in addition to a music catalog, theoretically, showing you the progression of how crazy AI music's getting, because like I said, some of these hit really well for me, some of them didn't, but the one thing I will say is you could tell it's getting a lot smarter now to make something that's really, really good in seconds. Even though it sounds, like I said, it still sounds a bit muffled. Maybe that's because it is trying super hard to make like something super creative, and it's almost like the more realistic you try to make it, the more you could tell it's not like this, almost like the uncanny valley almost. So maybe there is a certain element where like I said, with version 2, I felt like a lot of the songs just sounded way cleaner, but you could tell they were more synthetic. Like you could tell they were pretty computerized. Like depending on the one, some of them sounded more realistic than others. But you could tell it was definitely like a synthetic thing. I feel like with this, it almost kind of feels like someone like is at a live concert and they recorded it with their iPhone. And I'm hearing like a recorded like video that someone took in a concert where it's kind of muffled and everything, but it still sounds very realistic, right? Especially all the random fills, all the kind of stuff it's doing. That one Dubstep one, like I said, that kind of had like a tear out Dubstep style feel. I mean, AI music's getting crazier, and like I said, in pretty much every video, I feel like, which is wild to say, we are still only scraping the surface.